sometimes we have to go to a part 2 right quick. But yeah, I feel like Kyrie is just being made an example of. First it was Kanye. They took all of his endorsements, all of his deals. Everybody shut him down and shut him out. And now with Kyrie, they're trying to equate him with Kanye, and there's nothing similar about either case whatsoever. But again, this is the example of black man, shut your mouth. Shut up and dribble. It's just like when, LeBron was standing up for I can't breathe and everything else, white people told him to just shut up and play ball. And a lot of players came out to support him and be like, he's entitled to have a voice. Specifically, Kyrie-Irving came out and stood up for him and spoke up for him. And LeBron, in turn, threw him under the bus. Like literally, while he's out here shucking and jiving with some convicted rabbi, and he's out here double cooning. What is it, LeBron? Are you with us or are you not with us? You can't pick and choose. You either gonna be like Michael Jordan and you don't get involved in nothing except behind the scenes, or you gonna stand up when people stand up for you, because that's the right thing to do. Not be running around with these convicted rabbis who also don't give a shit about you either. Because if you step out of line, you too will get shut down also, LeBron.
Yeah, but my thing with that, it was a few of them. Everybody kind of turned their back on Kyrie in the sports world. It was LeBron, it was Barkley, it was Shaq, and these guys Shaq, I'm surprised. LeBron, I was more surprised at LeBron taking that stand. But then after he got after the community threw him under the bus, he turns around, he made a statement the other day he should be able to play. Y'all going too far with this, And I'm not going to hold that because LeBron does a lot of good. So, everybody F up every now and then. And that was a bad stance to take. But, yeah, man, Kyrie, don't try to make Kyrie like Kanye, because it's totally two different planets. Seriously, people are calling him, it's just... He has a platform, I get it, and people are like, the responsibility when you say this and that. But responsibility to who? He do have a responsibility. He has a responsibility to his beliefs, and he has a responsibility to his people, more so than anything. So what everybody's trying to say is, you should be more responsible to us than you are to them. And them is being your community. And that's not going to sit well with him. And he's taking the stands, and then they're going to give this guy a checklist of things to do. Demands. They want him to grovel to be able to play again. And I don't really, honestly, it haven't came out from the NBA. I don't know if somebody made this up, because it was a few things on we was looking at, and it was saying nobody's seen this come from the NBA actually. Is this an official document? Because everybody's wondering, I didn't see this from the NBA. Somebody making this up. Social media will take a life of its own. All you got to do is put something on a meme, and it's going to fly. That's just how it is. That's the world we live in today. But other wacky news, we're going to get into some wacky news. What's wacky news? The wacky news is the election. Wow. All I can say is, what is that, Texas? Where's Herschel walking? Texas?
I don't know, and I don't care.
But
I know that
I'm just wow.
Voted for that illiterate.
I'm like, yo, y'all take a win either way y'all can get, because you got people talking about, we here in PA, and we got people talking about PA that's not from PA, don't come to PA, don't deal with, talking about Fetterman, and he's not. Is he the best choice? He was the best choice for us, because I don't want Dr. Oz in Senate. I don't want Dr. Oz there. We had Dr. Oz, and Dr. Oz doesn't even live here. I don't even know. I think his in-laws, and he just probably bought a house just so he could run. I'm not with that. Get out of here, Dr. Oz, selling your elixirs that's been proven don't work, and you be on TV like, this thing here, yes, this will do it well. This will heal you of all your aches and ailments. And then people are like, this stuff doesn't work. Just what wacky news you guys saw.
Listen, I'm anti-Democrat, but I'll be damned if I want Dr. Oz making rules telling my future grandchildren, if I had daughters, that their medical choices are between them, their doctor, and their local politician. I'll be damned. Crazy. And I'm sorry, not sorry. You know, Dr. Oz was against all abortion, even in the cases of incest and rape. And I'll be damned if I'm going to vote for someone who's going to tell me what my daughters, myself, my granddaughters, and women as a whole better do what, you know, some man says that, you know, all of this is what's best for you. You don't know. Shots to Dr. Oz. I mean, John Fetterman is like the ultra meathead. He is. He's a meathead. But you know what? I support and I stand by a woman's right to choose what she wants to do with her body and her medical decisions, and whether or not she chooses to carry a child to full term. That is nobody's business that is in some office somewhere. So this time around, I voted Democrat, and I was disappointed to have to do it.
Abrams lost down there in Georgia. Oh,
and
that's a big hit.
Debated with so many people who were like, Stacey Abrams lost because she did it to herself, because essentially, you know, she didn't go the whole, you know, she doesn't, I guess, carry her message to everyone. It was a very limited message. So it was like
just to black people?
Basically. You know what I mean?
More white people down there?
Well,
that's what you're saying?
Georgia is a big state.
It's a big state. It ain't just ATL. All you ATLians, y'all probably came out, but it just wasn't enough.
And it wasn't. You literally turned a state blue, and 2 years later, you know, them folks was like, oh, hell no, never again. You know, you say what you wanna, but you know, it's more to Georgia than Atlanta. So, hey, that's a disappointing loss. I wonder how she's going to go forward in her political career from here, because that's
that's two in a row.
2 in a row. And, I mean, hey, we got to give a shout out and a rest in peace and journey well to Brother Takeoff in Atlanta. That was incredibly and epically sad and senseless. A farewell to Hurricane G. It's been a lot of heaviness this end of the year. Yeah, lot.
And congratulations to the person that won the Powerball. Or did anybody really win the Powerball? $2.4 billion, and nobody. It takes that long for somebody to get a combination of numbers.
A lot
now
of
that's a conspiracy
of the Mega Millions and Powerball.
But congrats to whoever won it. I hope a person won it and not the government. The government always wins, because think about it.
They take half.
They take more than what you get. So the government, actually, every time somebody hits one of those things, the government wins. They take more than what you get.
And it just so happened to be California, where they're going to be starting the $750 monthly stipend for California citizens who are now coming into a humongous, I guess, a surplus of a good $600 million there, which would be nice, which would be very nice for the state of California.
So. It ain't nice, because it still ain't going to help. That $750, you really think $750? Yo, California is, oh my God, so many people is exiting. They got to do something.
That's for the state. It's for the state. That's where it goes to. It goes back into the government coffers. It doesn't go back to the people. That's what I'm saying. It goes back to government coffers.
I think they was getting $750 a month.
Well, that comes from the government. Yeah. So who better to fund it than the people to get their own money back?
Oh, the California. Oh, you're saying that?
Yeah.
The taxes and everything.
Everything else. They're not going to fund it. They just literally have the people fund it, like they do everything else.
True.
You know what I mean? There's no do right by the masses. It's always make the masses pay for everything.
That's what happened with this inflation. When they gave out all that stimulus money, they getting it all back.
All of it.
Everything.
With compounded interest and a little surplus to go along on top of that. So while you're busy thinking, oh my God, we're paying all this money for groceries and gas and this and that and that and this. You know what? That's the government taking back the money that they gave us that was our money. So there you go. There's never do right by the masses. Not on this planet.
Yeah. So, that was our comeback take on what's been going on in this wacky world we live in. And we hope everybody out there is fine. My message to everybody is worry about what's close to you. Stop worrying about all of this stuff that's not close to you, that you have absolutely no control over. Hey, if you can get with a group of people and make a difference, I always believe in strength in numbers. So, group up, make a difference, be kind to someone, hopefully they'll return it, but do it without wanting to return, and that's when it comes back to you. And hey, just keep it pushing. Survive, man. That's all we can do out here is survive. Keep it going. I don't know. Do you, boo.
Yeah, live a little, live well, and be safe out there. Be happy, be safe, be kind. You never know what someone is going through, so be nice. You know what I'm saying? Be a little grateful for the things you have and count your blessings out there. And don't be an egotistical moron, and don't be a flat earther.
Don't be a Kanye, and we out.